There's something I need to share with you, a secret I hold closer. Not because I wish to keep things from you, but because sometimes the truth unfolds gently, like dawn breaking through the darkness. Imagine a whisper, soft yet insistent, tugging gently at the corners of your mind when you are least expecting it. You might sense that things are not quite as they seem, that the path you walk is not simply set in stone. It winds, it twists, it beckons, sometimes with glimpses of light, sometimes with shadows that make your heart heavy even if you pretend everything is fine. I am near, closer than breath, with words meant only for you. Listen carefully with your heart as much as your mind. You are about to discover something that can change everything. Have you ever found yourself asking deep inside whether the choices you make are leading you toward happiness, toward peace, toward something greater? Or do you sometimes sense a warning, a quiet concern, as if your spirit is trying to get your attention before you go too far? The world can be confusing. There are so many voices telling you to chase after more success, more attention, more control. It begins so simply, with little steps in directions you never really chose, until suddenly you look up and realize you don't even recognize the view anymore. Does that thought ever cross your mind? If you feel it now, let your heart say Asomemina, or type 222 in the comments to let your soul give voice to what you cannot quite explain. I do not stand before you with judgment, but with care deeper than oceans, because I see where you are going even before you do. Each path begins with hope, with dreams shining brightly, with laughter and friendships and sunshine days. But as time passes, the way grows cluttered with distractions and fears. Choices once so small become habits, patterns you carry without seeing. Sometimes you follow the crowd, not because you agree, but because standing alone feels too hard or too lonely. And sometimes the ache you carry inside convinces you to choose things that promise relief, but deliver only emptiness. Have you ever felt this way? As if a part of you is lost and uncertain how to return? If you relate, put 1111 in the comments, so others know they are not alone, and I can see your courage shining. When you move one step after another without stopping to consider where you are actually going, you may not notice the slow unraveling. The bustling noise drowns out the voice inside warning you to be careful, to turn back while there still time. Joy is replaced by restlessness. What once seemed sweet now leaves you hungrier, chasing satisfaction that slips through your fingers no matter how tight you hold on. The people who love you may seem distant, or their words sound like echoes from a different life. Shame tells you to hide what you have done, and fear urges you to keep moving forward, even if the ground underfoot is crumbling. What are you searching for truly? Pause here and type Atai, Yomina, or 777. If you need strength to face what whispers within your soul, do you find yourself running from pain rather than resting in peace? The path you on may look safe to those standing far away. You might wear a smile as armor, convincing yourself that if no one knows your struggle, maybe it is not real. But I see you. I see every tear that never reaches the surface. I see the fatigue from trying so hard for so long to hold yourself together. When the lights go out and the room grows quiet, I am still here, holding you softly with invisible arms. You do not have to hide, you do not need to explain. If my words are finding you, it is because you are loved enough to be warned before it is too late. If you understand this love, type Ae Mina below. Let this heavenly embrace wrap you. Many paths look bright at first, lined with promises of quick happiness, of easy comfort, of respect and belonging. The world is full of shortcuts, of trapdoors hidden beneath glitter and charm. People may tell you that you deserve to take whatever you can, to look out only for yourself. They may say that pain is cured by more pleasure, that loneliness is solved by collecting more things or followers, that doubt can be silenced by distraction. In secret you know they are not true. Nothing outside you can truly fill the emptiness. Heal the ache, complete the puzzle that your soul is piecing together. What is your greatest longing right now? Please type it or just comment 999 to show you are searching too. As you walk further down the road, subtle changes appear. What once satisfied you leaves you empty. Pleasures fade quickly. Disappointments stay longer. You might start to feel bitterness, envy, or frustration growing quietly, stealing your joy. Friends start to notice a distance in your eyes, loved ones sense the walls you have built to protect yourself. The world around you keeps spinning, but you grow restless, disconnected, as if you are living behind glass. The more you try to escape these feelings, the deeper they pull you down. If you have ever felt trapped by your own choices, share your story below, or just write the number that speaks for you. Sometimes you see warning signs, a troubled friendship, a broken promise, a moment of regret that keeps replaying in your mind. You tell yourself, just a phase, that you will change things tomorrow, that you are still in control. But the path does not change by accident. It only changes when you choose. This is why I am here, speaking as I am, because you are loved. When someone loves you, they do not watch in silence as you walk toward destruction. They shout, they plead, they stretch out their arms, urging you to turn around, to remember that you are meant for greater things. Destruction might sound dramatic. Maybe you don't see your life falling apart. But sometimes, destruction is a gentle unraveling, a quiet, hollowing out rather than a sudden collapse. It happens when you stop dreaming, when you lose the ability to trust others, when your soul grows tired, and you wonder if any of it has meaning. Sometimes it shows up in ways you would never expect. Feeling alone in a crowd. Feeling restless, no matter how much you achieve. Feeling loved but unable to receive that love. Have you felt any of this? Would you be brave enough to put 777 or Ewamina in the comments, so I know my message is reaching a heart ready to awaken? Turning around doesn't always mean giving up everything you built. It means being willing to see, for the first time, where your path is actually leading. It means searching your heart honestly. Naming what hurts, what you fear, what you know is not right, but have been too exhausted to confront. It means being humble enough to say, I need help. Or was wrong. Want something better. Or want something better. There is no shame in longing for hope, in demanding more from your life than just getting by. It is your right, your gift, your invitation. I am not here to scare you, but to hold a lamp as you walk, to show you a better way. The destination you reach tomorrow depends on the direction you choose today. You do not have to take this journey by yourself. My presence walks beside you every step. There are others searching too, some closer than you know. Your honesty, your courage, your willingness to reach out, will draw them to your side, forming a company of fellow travelers all longing for what is real. Maybe you wonder if you have already gone too far, if there is any hope left for you. Maybe the road behind you is littered with regrets, words you cannot take back, choices you wish you never made. Listen closely. It is never too late to change direction. No step is wasted when it brings you homeward. You are one decision away from hope. Every step you take now, no matter how faltering, is watched with the utmost tenderness by those who love you most, here on earth and in the heavens above. If you are ready to make a change, if you can feel your heart stirring even a little, let your courage be known by typing 222 or OMEM. Your bravery will inspire others still searching for their first step. Change is not magic. It is not sudden or easy. It happens when you surrender the idea that you know best, that you must be strong at all costs, that your value depends on your ability to never fail. True strength is found in asking for help, in admitting you cannot do it alone, in opening your hands to receive what you cannot earn. You were never meant to carry everything by yourself. Accepting help, accepting love, is the greatest victory a human heart can know. There is a great celebration whenever one person decides to change course, to leave behind a path that can only end in emptiness. The world may not notice, but in the world I inhabit, joy rings out for every choice made to choose life over destruction. You are not alone in this. Countless others have felt what you are feeling, have made this turn before you, have found strength they never imagined possible. Their stories echo behind you, urging you forward, shining lights on the way back to hope. I do not promise an easy road. There will always be detours, temptations to turn back, moments when old fears rise up, but you do not walk alone now. Heaven and all its angels are cheering for you, walking beside you even when you feel lost or unseen. Every time you pause to consider your choices, every time you take a small step toward honesty and healing, all of heaven celebrates. If you feel this support, type 1111 in the comments, letting the world know you are reclaiming your journey. Real freedom begins with truth. The truth is that the path you are on does not have to be your destiny. You can build a new way, a better story, one step at a time. You will find companions along the way, hearts like your own, searching, struggling, learning, growing. You will find reasons to laugh, again to hope, to trust others with your dreams. The night will pass. The morning will come, brighter than ever before, because you chose to listen and turn around when it mattered most. Now as you listen to these words, I invite you to pause and reflect. What is the next small step you can take? What is one thing you can lay down, a fear, a secret, a burden? Is there a person you need to forgive? A regret you need to release? A dream you are ready to pursue again? Your next step does not have to be big. It only has to be honest. Share it below, or type "Oh you mean," to mark your desire for a new beginning. Remember, the path to destruction is never forced, it is simply followed by default. Until someone decides enough is enough. Is enough. You have that power. It lives in you now, waiting for your yes. You are strong enough to choose. You are brave enough to hope. You are worthy of a life filled with goodness, kindness, truth, and love. I believe in you. The heavens believe in you. Will you believe in yourself enough to take that next step? Your heart will know when it is time. And when that moment comes, you will not be alone. I, and all who care for you, will walk with you all the way home. If this message resonated with your spirit, if you feel that quiet pull toward light, add your voice below. Add your voice below. Comment 777 if you are claiming a new direction, or 222 if you are just beginning to hope. Let this be a place where change is not just possible, but celebrated. Here, you belong. Here you are safe to choose a better way. Here, every step you take is honored, and every soul you meet is cheering you on. The journey is just beginning. The best is yet to come. As this gentle conversation draws to a close, there's a new invitation waiting for you, something precious, radiant, and just for you, hovering quietly on the edge of your awareness. Perhaps you feel it as an unfamiliar warmth in your chest, a hush that settles the world for a moment so you can truly listen, not only to these words but to the deepest voice inside you. That voice, unique and unrepeatable, is the compass by which you steer through confusion and into the embrace of clarity. When you honor it by pausing to reflect, to breathe, to ponder and express your own truth, you become a beacon not only for yourself, but also for those who wander searching for a sense of belonging. Every life, including yours, is a testament to possibility. A brilliant reminder that light can birth itself even from the soil of our hardest seasons. Now is a moment unlike any array, a crossing, a gentle summoning toward your own transformation. There are wonders waiting just beyond the next stretch of your journey, gifts designed only for you, hidden miracles with your name on them. Even if you stand at the threshold with your arms folded tight, cloaked in hesitancy and questions, you are being met with absolute gentleness. No hurry, no pressure, just the patient presence of love itself. What matters most is that you trust the yearning within you for change and restoration. By resting in that desire, letting it soak into your bones, you give yourself permission to dream again, to believe in goodness again, and to bloom again in ways you never thought possible. Regardless of your past choices or present challenges, you stand now with the undeniable dignity of one who has survived, of one who has dared to hope even when hope felt thin. Know this: your resilience is not measured by outward markers, by how many times you appear flawless or untouched by worry. Rather, your true strength is revealed by the quiet courage it takes to show up, raw, imperfect, willing to begin again in full view of the world. There is enormous value in your simple willingness to keep waking, to keep opening your heart even after disappointment has paid repeated visits. That strength is a rare treasure. It radiates from the inside out, inviting others into honest connection. If these words echo back to you some part of your own journey, show it by adding your voice to the chorus below, typing "Aoy, Dime Ma" or 333, if you are welcoming exactly the grace you need to continue forward. This space is sacred, a meeting point between hearts that beat with shared needs, dreams, and vulnerabilities. Though connection through words may seem small in a world that praises only grand gestures, it is often the most unremarkable acts that hold lasting power. Leaving a comment or simply liking this message may feel trivial, but it is actually a significant act of solidarity. Each expression shared is a testament to your hope, your faith, and your belief in the possibility of better days. Anonymity cannot diminish your meaning here, nor can your struggles disqualify your importance. Every single time you reveal your presence, by writing 444 for hope, 555 for renewal, or even a single encouraging word, you are helping to build a ladder out of loneliness and into profound belonging. Are you open to creating such a chain of hope? If so, go ahead and mark your presence in the way that feels right for your heart today. Take a moment to acknowledge the truth that you matter, and your actions ripple outward in ways both visible and hidden. Have you considered that your willingness to show up honestly might unlock someone else's bravery? When you share from your soul, from your joys or your confusion, your questions or your quiet victories, you model a way of living that is brilliantly authentic. You remind others that they are not strange for struggling, not alone in needing support, and definitely not too late to choose a more beautiful path. What if you became the reason someone else smiled today, or found the courage to take their first gentle step toward healing? Reflect on this, and then, if you are inspired, write 888 or a favorite encouraging phrase below so the circle continues to widen. In a world that so often dazzles and distracts with images of perfection, your authenticity is a profound act of faith. Refuse to shrink yourself or water down your feelings just to fit in. The truth, boldly spoken or quietly whispered, sets people free. When you give yourself permission to be fully you, in all your layers and contradictions, you free others to do the very same. If reflection stirs a memory or a lesson you would share, a moment when being real led to surprising connection or relief, offer it here. Your history contributes to our community tapestry, a patchwork of courage, wisdom, and redemption. Growth rarely unfolds in sudden leaps and bounds. More often it is a gentle unfold and a laugh by leaf, step by step. By allowing yourself to be present for each stage, you teach patience, model endurance, and help to soften the sharp edges of shame or regret that others might carry. How might you nurture yourself more kindly in the days ahead? Is there a new boundary to set? A gentle word to speak over your life? A weary part of your heart needing rest? Type 6969 if you're committing to tend to yourself more intentionally. Or simply affirm with I will cherish my journey and offer what wisdom you can to anyone reading. None of us are solitary flowers. Our roots intertwine with those we meet, and our growth is best sustained in relationships, even if imperfect. If you have learned something about grace through friendship, family, or even hardship, your experience is precious here. Tradition says that every time someone chooses grace over bitterness, a ripple of peace spreads into places never touched before. What is one act of grace toward yourself or anuda you can offer today? Let us fill the comments with ideas, with gentle reminders, and, if you feel led, with the number 1777, to anchor our shared commitment to extending grace on our journeys. You are not the same person you were yesterday. Each layer you shed, each limiting belief you challenge is a delightful rebellion against the forces that would keep you small or hidden. You're constantly learning, recalibrating, redefining what matters most. Do you feel the subtle shifting inside stirring that says, either is more for me, and I am ready? When inspiration comes, honor it by giving it shape. Perhaps ita is a single word, whispered into the space, or maybe a song lyric, or even the number 2024 is a quiet marking of a turning point in your path. Your willingness to witness your own becoming fans transformation in us all. Transformation is not a solo pursuit. As you take new steps, bumps and bruises will come, but so will unexpected companions, pieces of wisdom, and deep pools of joy that remind you life is not an obstacle course but an invitation into wholeness. If loneliness has lingered in your life, let community be the answer now. Say hello. Respond to a new comment. Lift up someone's hope with a cheer or a thumbs up. Every genuine interaction you share is a quiet miracle, a thread that binds us together against isolation. If uncertainty keeps you from participating, know that courage does not begin as thunder but as a whisper. A gentle hand, a smile offered, words typed in tentative hope. These are the seeds of a new and lasting harvest. What is the smallest step you can take right now toward belonging, healing, or growth? Let others know how you are being brave today, or honor someone's last bravery by writing 1118 beneath their comment. Tiny gestures multiply, and your spark could be what keeps another moving forward on a weary day. Now, as sunlight wanes and this moment draws toward stillness, feel the embrace that surrounds all longing hearts. Whether you're exuberant with hope or quiet with weariness, there is room for you here. If faith is flickering, within, however faint, however unsure, tend to it as you would a precious flame. Share what faith means to you now, or type I faith blooms here. Or 2727 to mark the space where hope overcame despair. Each affirmation is a seed, and your harvest will be blessed in ways seen and unseen. Give yourself permission to celebrate how far you have come. The challenges faced, the lessons learned, the tears and laughter, none of it lost, none of it in vain. Each step was a brushstroke in your unfolding masterpiece. If you are grateful for even a sliver of growth, acknowledge it by writing I thankful or 3030. When we express gratitude, we multiply its warmth, making room for new light to enter. As growth quickens and the longing for connection deepens, see yourself as both student and teacher. You are shaped not just by what happens to you but by how you respond, how you change, and how you inspire those around you. Offer encouragement without reservation. Find a comment that resonates and reply with 8080, or a phrase that echoes hope into someone else's situation. Such acts ripple outward, unseen but never unfelt. Maybe storms have shrouded your skies, or maybe clarity is beginning to break through. Either way, take a steadying breath. The air is clear, The world is wide, and what lies ahead is not a punishment but a promise. You are here, which means you have survived every single hard thing so far, equipped now with compassion, humility and tenacity that cannot be copied or diminished. Are there words you would write to your past self, or to someone walking a road you know well? Let those words be shared freely, as mentorship and blessing. The future remains unwritten. You hold the pen in your hand, not to erase the past, but to add chapters of meaning, healing and celebration. Your story is holy. Trust that every sentence is valuable, whether it is a song, a prayer, a sigh, or an exclamation. As you look forward, anticipate that restoration and wonder are still ahead of you. See setbacks not as proof you have failed, but as invitations to uncover new capacities and unexpected help. Closing this shared moment is not goodbye but a promise. Wherever you go from here, you carry the imprint of encouragement, the memory of connectivity, and the certainty of your unique worth. Turn toward the days to come with a heart open for surprises, for healing you cannot yet imagine, and for friendships you have not yet met. Lift your eyes and see your life as a garden, worth tending, worth trusting, and capable of breathtaking beauty. You are infinitely more capable, more worthy, and more cherished than any shadow would have you believe. Keep choosing the light, not only for yourself, but for those who watch and learn from your example. Affirm your place here and in life's unfolding journey by liking this post and adding your comment. Be it a number, a word, or your dream in progress. Let each response fan the flames for the next person who dares to believe in new beginnings. Thank you for allowing your spirit to rest here, for being the living proof that one voice can change the room, that one act of vulnerability can open doors to hope. May your next steps be gentle and true, may courage stir with every sunrise, and may love greet you at every turn. And whenever you need a reminder from heaven or from this earthly family, return to this space, knowing you belong, and that your light, your precious, unrepeatable light, matters. This is your permission to live boldly, to heal bravely, to love widely, and to inspire deeply, wherever your story takes you next.